Hello, everybody. My name is Jayesh, and I welcome you all on the behalf of What After College. The session will start in about 5 to 10 minutes. So I hope everybody is fine and they are keeping themselves safe in the current COVID situation. Yeah. So quickly, I just want to know that from which part of the nation the students are hearing us. So quickly in the comment section, tell us from which college and from which part of the nation you are with your name. Okay. So Northern India. Institute of Technology, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. That's great. Okay, Delhi, Pune. Nice. Maharashtra. That's really great. So like students are joining from various parts of the nation, and that's really great to see. Delhi. So university. All right. Jaipur. All right. The Pink City. Varanasi. We are seeing people from Kolkata as well. Andhra Pradesh. That's great. Okay, from Patna, Bihar as well. That's nice. That's nice. Group of Hyderabad. Okay, that's pretty great. For those of you who have just joined in, kindly type your name, your university, and which part of the nation you are from. We would love to know from where we are being watched. That's nice. That's nice. Noida, Allahabad, Wasepur. That's nice. Chennai, people are coming down from down south as well. That's great. Okay. So people, how is your COVID going? Like, how has this lockdown period added value to yourself? We would like to know about that. What all you have been doing? Have you found some new personality or something like that, or an old skill that you pursued right now? Right? Technology, Ghaziabad, divided by Corona, united by WAC. Oh my God, that's a really great comment, and that really means a lot to us. Thanks, Darcy. We'll be starting the session in like 5 minutes. Hello, hello, Krishna. That's nice. It really feels great that we are getting so much love from the students, and it really means a lot to us. That's the basic fuel that keeps us going for you guys. Okay, so now we can start the session. So I'll just share my screen. Just a second. Okay, so hello and welcome everybody. My name is Jayesh Pawar and I welcome you all on the behalf of What After College under the platform of Let's Talk. Okay, so we have some great session lined up for you today and we have some great personality who is with us today. More about that later in the presentation, but right now we'll get to know what is What After College. So, what after college is working over eradicating unemployment from India by making the youth job ready. That is our major motive, and that is the thing that we have been working on. Now, at some point of life, at some point of time in life, every student has this question in their mind that, what after college? Or rather, what will I do after college, right? Now, it's a common question in the minds of the students. To answer this question, whataftercollege.com has created a platform, Let's Talk, where the industry dignitaries will come and share their experience, journey, skills to the students for their learning, growth, and as well to counsel them. So we have this is a very fresh platform. We have started 3 weeks earlier, and we have got immense amount of love from you guys. And I would like to thank each and every one of you for making this possible. So, like from the past 3 weeks, we have been conducting events on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 4 p.m. every week. So, like this, these are the events for the first week. Moving on, these are the events for the second week, and these were the events for the last week, like the third week. So like I said, it's on, Let's Talk. We get live on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 4 p.m. Now, to get regular updates about Let's Talk, you can either join our YouTube channel or the YouTube community by pressing the bell icon down there, and you can join our WhatsApp community as well for regular updates. The description for the WhatsApp link is given down in the description box. Along with the, not just counseling and learning stuff, we are certifying students as well, and we are giving them certificate of recognition that they have attended so and so talk. All right. Now, uh, for this talk, this particular certificate is free, and all you have to do is just stay till the very end of the session, because this is a great session, and all you have to do is fill a feedback form. All right. And right after the talk, if you have completed this talk successfully, then you will be issued a certificate by tomorrow till 4 p.m. All right. Now let's talk about today's speaker, Miss Farida Musaddi. Miss Farida Musaddi is a hardcore IT professional who has been associated with training for more than 30 years now. Like it has been more than a decade now. She has trained trainers, undergraduates, postgraduates, engineering as well as school students. Her programming skill include languages like C, C++, Java, web designing, PHP, data structures and algorithms, operation system, and many more. She is also experienced in providing online training, and she has already co-authored a book on information technology, and she is on her way to publish her second book soon. She has been handling software projects on freelancing basis using her core competency in Java. She also has a YouTube channel under her name dedicated to Java programming. All right. That was all about Farida Musaddi. I would now like to hand on the session to Miss Farida Musaddi. So she'll be talking to you guys for half an hour or 40 minutes. And after that, you guys can ask your questions to her via the live comment section. Over to you, Farida.
Thank you so much, Jayesh. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Jayesh, am I audible? Okay. So I'm going to continue. First of all, hello and welcome everyone. And thank you for this wonderful opportunity to come and speak in front of so many people out here who have joined all across from India. I just saw your comments. There are people who are from different parts of India. So it's really nice to connect with everyone on this platform. So thank you for the opportunity. Today's chat that we're going to do is about Google. Okay. So I have got the pleasure of doing a bit of research, in-depth research, as you can say, on Google. And there are many things that I found out which maybe, commonly we might not come across or we might not pay attention to. Okay, so Google offers a variety of products, a variety of applications, and most of us may not be even using it to the fullest. So today, in 40 minutes, I'm going to summarize some of the important features which I have come across. Of course, there's lots and lots more which you yourself also can, just explore on your own and find out and research on your own. So to get started with, let's talk about getting Google smart. All of us use Google almost every day for any kind of searches, or we all have our Gmail accounts. So let us explore this wonderful platform even more in detail and know some of the wonderful features about it. So to start with, I'm going to talk about the Google account creation. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to share my screen with everyone. Okay. So now, for the talk purpose, I have already logged in to one of my accounts. Okay, it's an account that I have created for my son. So I have temporarily logged in through this account. Now, when we create a Google account, okay, and we want to know what our account is all about, all we need to do is, when we go to the Google homepage, we need to type something called as my account. Okay, so when you type my account, it is going to take you to this link which says myaccount.google.com. Now when you click on this, we come to this page where you will see a lot of details about how to securely set up your account. Now, each of these sections has a lot of detailing, but I'm going to cover up some of the important features from here. If you can see on the left hand side, you have all of these different sections which are worth paying attention to. For example, under personal info, you can enter your personal details. You can have a profile picture. You can select, or you can choose what all details you want others to see and what all details should be hidden. So you have a section for that also. Then we have data and personalization. We will be coming to this section. There is the security feature, which is again very, very important, that I'll be showing you. And then we have people and sharing, which shows you as to what features about yourself do you want the world to access, whether you want your location to be accessible, whether you want your contacts to be shared. So all those sharing information you can come from here. So right now I'm going back to the home section, and I am first taking up this section which is called as secure account. So now when I click on secure account, now this area is again worth paying attention to. If you can see over here, sign in and recovery. So as of now, I have not added any recovery information. Now you always should be adding a recovery or a backup email or a backup phone number with your account. The reason is that suppose in any case you forget your password or you are not able to access your account, still using the recovery email or using the recovery phone number, you will be able to access your account. You will get an option to change your password, and you will be able to sign into your account securely. So this is something that you need to be added. Secondly, your devices. Okay, now again, this section tells you that at this moment, how many devices are using this particular account. So this is the device that I'm using right now, which is the Windows device. Apart from that, the iPhone. Okay, then I have the iPad, and I have another iPhone. So there are four devices which are currently having this account registered under them. Now, in this, if there is any device which you do not recognize, maybe there is been a hack, someone is hacking your account, someone is using your account without your authorization. So you can click on this and you can change your password immediately. So the account will get deactivated from their screen. Then this is about the recent security events. So over here, it is showing you the recent events which have taken place using this particular email ID. So using this ID, there was a new sign in on Windows, which I just did right now on this laptop. So this is the most recent event. Again, if this is an event which you have not done, then you can click on don't recognize an event. And again, it is going to give you an opportunity to change your password. This is your third party access. So as of now, these are all the services which I am using with this particular account. So again, if you want to remove the access of any of these devices, you can choose remove access and you can do that. So this security feature, security checkup, you must be doing it periodically, because if you have a lot of sensitive information or any kind of personal data into your account, it is a good practice to do your security checkup and to be sure that nobody is hacking into your account using an unauthorized access. The second thing that I want to get your attention to is this section, which is data and personalization. Now, again, over here, you have a lot of in-depth features. You can choose as to what you want to show, whether your YouTube history should be on, whether your location history should be on, whether your web and app activity, that's your browser history, if that is on, that means anybody who has logged into your account will be able to see what all searches you've done in the recent past. Then there is something called as ad personalization. So depending on the gender and the birth date, when you what you have selected at the time of account creation, it is going to show you those ads. Now under ad personalization, you can change your settings. Okay, it is not something which will allow you to block your ads. That's not possible. But yes, you can customize your ads as per your age group and as per your gender. So that can be done using ad personalization. We come to this section, which is download, delete, or make a plan for your data. Now, what is download data? For example, if there is some kind of important data which you have in your account, because we use the same ID nowadays. Google has made it possible that using one account you can log in through multiple applications of Google. So be it your Google search, be it YouTube, be it let's say Google documents, Google forms. So everything is connected using the same ID. Now, of course, there's a lot of data which is scattered across all these applications. And just as a security feature, if you want that, you should have a backup of all this data. So then you can select this particular application which says download your data. Here they've given different checkboxes. So you can select as to what are the services or what is the data that you want. For example, if you want your data that you have searched for research, all your Google Drive data, then maybe your Google Pay data, the Google Photos. So there have been checkboxes. If you do not want any particular thing, you can just deselect it. Once you go towards your end of the screen, then you go to the next step, which is choose the file type and frequency as well as the destination. Now, frequency, there are two options. The first one is export once. So it was just going to export it this time. And the second one is where you say export every 2 months. So when you select this option, in the year, a total of 6 exports will be done on your account. So if there is an account, if you have an account where there is a lot of transactions, a lot of things happening regularly, and you want the updated information to be stored every 2 months, then maybe you can select the second option. Then what is the type of file do you want? So do you want a zip file or do you want a tgz file? And what should be the breakup? So if the data goes beyond, let's say, 2 GB, then a separate file will be created. Or maybe if the data goes beyond 50 GB, then you want to create a separate file. So you can select your breakup options, and once you click on create export, it is going to export all that data to your drive, and it is going to share a link with you. So you can easily download the data and you can securely keep it at a reserved location. The other thing is make a plan for your account. This is in case where, let's say, you have a lot of sensitive or personal information which is stored in your Google account in terms of your emails. Maybe you have some personal emails which you do not want to share with someone. And let's say some untoward incident happens with you. Maybe there's an accident, maybe there's an unfortunate death. In that case, you do not want anyone to be able to access your account or to access your data, and you want your account to be deleted permanently. Okay, so then you can choose this option. When you say start, first of all, it is going to ask you that after how many months of inactivity should Google assume that you will no longer access this account. So let's say by default it is 3 months. You can choose from here and you can select any of the other options. So the minimum is 3 months. If you do not use your account for 3 months on any devices, on any applications, then it is considered to be inactive. Now, here we will have to add a phone number and a contact email. So once you do that, why do we add these things? Because in case you are not able to access or you are not accessing your account, then Google is going to send reminders on your backup phone number or your backup email. If there is no response even from there, then it is going to assume that you will no longer be using this account and it will delete the account automatically. So once you put these credentials and when you say next, it is then that this activity will be set up for you. So this again is a very good feature which you can use in case you want that in your absence, your data should not be accessible to anyone. So you can provide these things. Still, Google will not directly delete. It will send reminders on the alternate email IDs. It will ask you for a security email ID also apart from the one that you provide, so that it can send reminders on that email account also. Once there is no response, only then it will go ahead and delete your data. So this is the inactive account manager. And lastly, you can delete a service or you could delete your account manually. So if you want to delete a particular service, for example, using this account, maybe I have connected to YouTube or Google Classrooms or multiple applications. So I will select this feature where it is going to list down all the different activities that I am connected to. I just need to provide my password. So in this case, these are the services that I am using under this account. So if I want, I can delete any one of them. Apart from that, what you can also do is if you want to delete your entire account, then you can select this. So when you select this, Google is going to delete your account permanently and everything which is registered under this account will be deleted automatically. So this is all about Google accounts. Of course, you can explore all the other different tabs also and get more insight into it. Moving ahead, let us now go to the Google search. Again, a very popular application that we use from Google. So in case of Google search, whenever you are searching for certain information, let's say computer classes. So on top, the things that you see under ad. So these are paid ads. Okay, so whenever there is an option on in Google where you have a paid ad concept, the more you pay, so your ad will be populating right on top of the screen. So these are paid results which we see, and below we see organic results. So organic results are what have been fetched after searching the Google web server and populating the data on the basis of the Google search. So we have two kinds of results in Google. One is paid results and the other one is organic results. Now, sometimes when you are searching for something specific, let's say I want some information about Arabian horses, this thing which you see on the right hand side, which shows you a brief information about the topic that you are searching for in a very concise manner. Okay, so a brief introduction, a few statistics, a very concise information, and maybe one or two images. This over here is called as the knowledge graph. Now, this knowledge graph does not appear every time. It will only appear in case of certain searches. And here, the search or this knowledge graph, the data over here which is being displayed is based on the data which is fetched mainly from Wikipedia or two or three such similar web servers. Now, when you are searching for certain information, there is something called as settings. So when you go to settings, we have an option called as advanced search. So when we go to advanced search, you can filter your results in a much better manner. For example, right now I am searching for Arabian horses. Secondly, this exact word or phrase. Now, if you want some phrase to be appearing exactly as it is, for example, right now when I put Arabian horses, it is going to fetch me certain pages which will have the word Arabian, or which will have a combination of Arabian and horses, but at different locations, maybe not together. Okay, so the words will be there on the web page, but maybe not appearing together. When you say this exact word or phrase, then you want the phrases to be appearing only like this together. So that you will have to put under double quotes. They've given you hints accompanying, so you can easily see and guide yourself. Any of these words means, if I say, let's say I want pages which should contain the words either black or white. Okay, so then I can write something like this. If the page has a word black or if the page has a word white, any of them will be searched. None of these words, when you do not want certain words to be appearing, so you will have to put a hyphen next to that and mention those words. If you're searching for some numeric data, then you can provide a range of the data that you are searching for. Further, you can filter your results on the basis of any language. If you're searching for any particular region that you are looking out for, the data, what was the last time this data was updated. So you want, if you want the latest information, maybe you can go for last 24 hours, or maybe up till a month, or maybe a year. Okay, so these are different filters that you can apply, and then you can go for advanced search. Now your results will be filtered as per your requirement. So these settings you can apply when you want to search for certain specific information. Another setting over here is something called as the safe search. Now, what do you mean by safe search? So if you go to search settings, there is something called as safe search. Sometimes if you have kids who are accessing your device and they, you do not want them to access any unwanted websites, then you can turn on safe search for them. So in this case, even if they type certain terms, those results will not be populated. Again, this filter, as they've mentioned, is not 100% accurate, but yes, to some extent, it can prevent any unwanted results to be appearing to that child. Another thing, you can also lock the safe search, because if it's unlocked, then a child can easily, when he comes here, let's say if I go to this, if I go under search settings, if I want to turn off the safe search, there is an option where I can turn it off. So children are smart these days, they can easily turn it off. But over here, if you lock it, you will have to provide your password of the account. Once you lock it, the child will not be able to unlock it unless and until they do not have the password details. So these are some more settings which you can do to enable that your search settings are accurate. Moving further, suppose you are searching for certain images. So if I'm searching for images of horses, I'll go to the image section. Now over here again, you have an option where you can go to tools. Okay, so when I click on tools over here, we see these filters appearing. So these filters will allow you to filter your results based on different categories. For example, this is the size of the photograph that you are searching for. Let's say large photos. What kind of color? Black and white, transparent photographs. Usage rights. Sometimes we want to use these photographs maybe in our books or in our resources. So you want to search for data which is not copyrighted, because if you use copyrighted data, then there could be an issue, and there could be charges against you. So from here you can choose the kind of data, for example, labeled for non-commercial reuse with modification. So if I choose this, I can use this photograph for a non-commercial usage, and I can also modify it. So you can choose as per your setting, and you can select the photographs on that basis. Again, the type, the time on which it was updated. So you can apply these filters and you can correctly specify your results. If you want to remove the filters, just clear it. Another thing, same way, when you are searching for videos on a particular section, there also you have tools. If you want to search for videos of a particular duration, the time when they were uploaded, the quality, high quality, any quality, closed captioned, all videos, or videos from a particular source. So you may apply these filters and you can concise or you can constrict your search in order to fetch only the required results. So this is all about searching smartly with Google. Now, there are some more things which Google search provides us with. For example, if you want to do shopping on Google, so let's say if I want to buy a computer, so generally what we do is we go to Google, we type computer and we go into all and we start searching. Apart from that, there is something called as, if I type google.co.in/shopping. In fact, the link is appearing even on top. This is Google Shopping, which will only take you to the shopping results of Google. So if I type laptop, it is only going to show me shopping results. On the left hand side, I have filters. I can select particular filters and I can freeze on the data or the products that I want to buy. So this is Google Shopping, which is dedicated only to shopping. Then we have, if you want to do flight bookings through Google, again, over there, you need to type google.com/flights. So this will take you to Google Flights where you can easily select your destination, the dates, and it is going to populate you with all the flight results. In case you're not sure where to go, you also have an option of Explore where Google will give you an insight of the popular destinations where you can go to, and then you can book your flights accordingly. Another thing which Google offers is something called as scholar.google.com. Now, Google Scholar will, as you all are students from different universities, so this is again a popular feature if you want to specifically search for some scholarly literature material belonging to some periodical journals, medical journals, or some specific books, then you can go to this particular section and you can search for related results. So, these are some of the things which Google offers. The next thing that I wanted to show you is something about Google Alerts. So if I go to Google and let's say Google Alerts, again, something very interesting. For example, if you want to know or if you want to get regular alerts about something specific, let's say you are searching for jobs in a particular field or you are studying a particular course, so you want to know the latest updates. For example, I want to know the latest updates in Java. So you're going to type your search topic, okay? And then you have these options where you can select when do you want the alerts. Now, these alerts will reach you in the form of an email. So you want at least one alert per day or maybe once a week, or as it happens, you can choose your frequency, the sources, news, blogs, any particular sources, language, what region are you looking out for, any region or a specific region, only the best results or all the results. And once you say create alert, then whenever it finds any updates regarding this topic which you have provided over here, it is going to send you an email about it. So you will be alerted. So here in this case, what happens is you don't have to every time go to Google and search for that topic. Automatically, whenever there is something of that sort, it is alerting you and you are getting to know what is trending or what is the latest information about the topic that you are searching for. Another thing which is very, very useful is something called as Google Trends. Okay. Now, if you go to Google Trends, again over here, you can search for a particular term or topic which is trending. So if I say latest courses in digital marketing, or let's say, because it doesn't have enough data over here, I'm going to choose a very general topic, let's say coronavirus. So it's going to show me the trends. Now, right now, it is showing me trends which are belonging to a particular country, that is US. But over here, I can select a particular region. I can select a particular city in which I'm interested in. I can select the state from here. Right now, it is showing United States. If I'm looking at India, so I can select the country as India, so that it will show me results which are only as per this country. Moreover, with Google Trends, okay, so you get a statistical report. This report you can download, you can share with on your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, as well as you can embed. So if you have a website which you are creating and you want to show these trends on your website pertaining to any topic, you can just select this. It is going to generate this code for you. So all you have to do is you have to copy paste this code on your website, in your website code, and you will see this trend appearing over there also. Let's say you are selling a particular service and you want to show a comparison of your service with the other services in the market. So that is something which you can embed on your web page. Now, when you say search, when you say compare, so you can compare this with something else also. For example, if I say Ebola, so here it is going to show me a graph which is comparing the results of two things. I can also add a third comparison. So such kind of comparisons also you can put onto your websites, so which will give the people a greater insight about the products that you are selling or the services that you are selling. Moreover, over here, you can also go back in time. This is like a time machine. So you can go, first of all, you can go to trending searches and you can come to know what are the searches which are trending around the world or maybe in India. From here, you can select the particular country and you can know what are the specific searches which are trending across India. These are daily search and these are real time. So real time keeps updating as and when it happens. And you can also go back in time where you can select the year in search. So suppose if you go to the year 2015, it is going to show you that in 2015 what were the most specific or what were the most trending searches in India or across the world. So these are some of the few popular searches which were there in that time. Again, you can share these searches, you can embed these searches, and you can easily show it to the others. So Google Trends again is a very useful feature which you can use in case you are dealing with such services and products. To end the session for today, let's talk about Gmail. Okay, a little bit about Gmail. So when I go to my Gmail account, on the left hand side, if you've noticed, we have something called as labels. So many a times what happens is that we keep receiving a lot of emails throughout the day. And when I want to search for a particular email, maybe we may not get the email that we are looking at. So what you can do is you can create labels. Okay, so when you create labels, what will happen is that whenever you receive mail which is belonging to a particular category, you can easily group them. So when you go to that particular group, you will see all the labels listed under them. So let's say I will create a label which is called as education. I can also put sub labels. So if I have already created a top level label, let's say I've already created a label called as promotion, and under promotion I want to put promotion from Google, promotion from YouTube, so I can nest them also. Right now I'm creating a top level label. So now I have a label which is education. Okay, as you can see over here. Now if I just open any of the emails that I have got, and if I want to put them into my label, so I'll say move to and I'll select education. So now when I go to my education label, I will see that particular email which I have put under it. So this is a great way of managing your emails across. Secondly, when you are searching for particular emails, for example, if I am searching for emails from Code Monkey, then you have the drop down arrow over here. wherein you can again filter your search results. So maybe you are searching for emails which exactly include these words, or which are from a particular source, uh, emails which have been received in the past 1 week, 1 month, in 1 day, the size of the email, whether the email has attachment or does not have attachment. So you can create these filters, and accordingly you can filter your search for better results. Another thing that you have over here is when you go to your inbox, there is something called as settings. So when you go to see all settings, you will see a lot of settings about your general Gmail account also. For example, over here, what should be the default reply behavior, reply or reply all. Then writing suggestions. Nowadays, when we type emails, we get suggestions, so that you want to keep on or off. Autocorrect should be on or off. Conversation view. What is conversation view? Let's say we have many emails which have back to back conversations. So somebody emails you, then you reply, then you again get a reply from them. So it's like a conversation which is created. Many a times the conversation is a little bit not very user friendly to see. So if you say conversation off, each email will be treated separately, and you will not have the conversation view. So these are different settings. There is also a setting of chat and meet. So if you all know, now Google Mail also has given us an option of chatting. So here you have your chat box. Okay, anytime you want to chat with someone, you have to click on the plus sign. You can enter the email ID of the person with whom you want to connect, and you can start chatting. The next time when you log in, you will see that the chat appears over here. Okay, and your chat data can be seen. But suppose if you do not want the chat data to be seen over here, okay, many a times your chats are personal, and let's say you are accessing your email ID in front of someone and you do not want the chats to be seen, then you can select this option. First of all, hide the meet section in the main menu, so this will not show. And secondly, the chat on or off option, so this will also not allow anyone to see the chats over there itself. So these are some of the settings which you can apply. Of course, there are a lot of settings regarding your labels, regarding your email inbox, your account. You can choose your settings, you can take time, you can go through these settings one by one, and you can see so many features that Google offers. There is something called as an out of office reply also. So for example, if you're not there, or you're on vacation and you want a standard out of office auto reply to go to anyone who's emailing you, then you can set the reply over here. So anyone who sends an email to you when you are not available, you can easily they will receive this email which you have set as an out of office reply. So that's all about Google. As I said, this is not the only thing. There is much more with Google. There is Google Photos. There is Google Documents, Google Forms, and even with what we have seen, there are so many other things. There are so many settings that you can do with your Chrome browser also. So take time, explore these settings. There's Google Translate. Google is a wonderful application. It provides us with so many things, so much of insight. It's just that we have to remove time and we have to do the research, and we will see that how we can use this wonderful tool to our advantage, and so easily and so conveniently. So that's it from my end. Now I would like to know if you all have any questions. We can move across to the question answer session.
Right. So, thank you so much, ma'am, for this session. It was really wonderful knowing about various aspects of Google and the kind of things that we can do with it. So, I
Thank you.
feel it was very beneficial for me, who is working professionally as well, and it would be really beneficial for the students. So, now I would like to request the students, if they have any type of questions, then they can ask the questions in the live comment section.
Okay. Uh, yes, as I said, it's really good to learn about these things. So you can, of course, Google is available with everything. So you can go to Google, you can search for specific information. For example, if you say Google Trends, so just go and explore Google Trends, go and explore Google alerts. Even with YouTube, how to upload a video, because nowadays this is very much in trend. We want to upload videos, we want to showcase our things. So how do you upload? Many a times we can't even figure that out. Then once we have uploaded, once we've created our channel, how to market our channel. So just go to that application of Google and spend some time. See, it's very, very easy. You just have to, do a little bit of trial and error, and you will be able to get through it. So take each and every application one at a time. Google Documents, Google Photos, Google Forms, Google Spreadsheets. Again, very, very useful, because when you create a normal Excel sheet on your end, if you have to share it with people, each time you have to email it. But when you use a Google spreadsheet, you can connect multiple people onto it. Whatever changes you are doing can be visible to everyone at that instant. So these things are very, very useful in the market, also in the industry. When you are using these things, Google Forms to accept user feedback, for registrations, for all those purposes, you can use Google Forms. So every application, spend some time, go to Google, do a little bit of research, and I'm sure you'll be able to get through it. You have security provided in us. How you know someone hacked my account? As I said, when you go to your Google account over here, okay, then when you do the take the privacy checkup, okay, so over here you will see all these features. The first feature that I showed you, wherein you can first of all personalize your experience. You can manage what you want to share on YouTube, or you can control what others want to see about you. Apart from that, when you go to the home screen, okay, in my account, when you go to home and where you go to secure account, here you can just check what are the devices on which your account has been signed in. So suppose if you are signing in to your Google account through your laptop and through your mobile phone, and here you see three devices. That means the third device is an unauthorized access. So you immediately change your account password. Even over here, when you go to recent security events, if there is an event which you have not done, for example, it's right now it's displaying new sign in on Windows, and I know that recently I have not signed in to any Windows device. So that means that this event is not done by me. I will click on don't recognize an event, and it will immediately give me an option of changing the password. So that is how you will can make out. So time and again, maybe once in a month or something, keep doing these security checks, so that you know that your account is secure and nobody has hacked into it. Okay. G Suite is again a nice application. For example, if I have a Gmail account, okay, so using this Gmail account, if I use the G Suite application, then there are other features that get added to it. For example, I have my own G Suite account, so that gives me an access to Google Meet. Of course, it's a paid this thing where I get a proper Gmail account, using which. If I suppose have my own startup. So when you use a G Suite, what happens is, let's say you have a company by the name of ABC Private Limited. Okay, so you create an email account which is having the domain as @ABC rather than @gmail.com. So if there are 10 employees under your organization, so all the 10 employees, they will have their emails as x@abc.com, y@abc.com. So suppose when I want to, you have uh, people sending emails to the employees of your company or to your colleagues, they will be sending it to that particular specific Gmail account. So you are ensuring that all the emails are on that same server. If people are using their personal accounts, then that can be dangerous, because they can share personal data also. Here the power will remain in your hands, because sometimes if an employee is going away, okay, is leaving the organization, you can immediately change his password. He will no longer be able to access your Gmail account which you have created, the G Suite account. The person will not be able to access it, and then same account you can give it to someone else who's come as a replacement for that person. Or if not, all the data, all the emails which were there, which the person was doing or sending or receiving, are still with your organization. They are not into his personal account. Then with that you get features like Google Meet, Google Hangouts. So Google Meet, you can have your company meetings on Google Meet. Here again, there are no restrictions as on Zoom of 40 minutes or something like that. You can have meetings which can stretch across hours, and you can connect a large number of employees together. So G Suite is specifically used if you have an organization and you want all the people in the organization to use the account using within the same domain. In Google Scholar, mostly linked to paid resources for books come. How to remove it and only get. Now, see again, as Google has mentioned, there is no way wherein it will only be able to filter and give you 100% results as you require, as we also saw in this feature called as ad personalization. So Google will not be able to personalize your ads in terms of the exact thing that you want. But yes, the customization is only possible as per your age group or as per your gender. See, for example, if I go to ad personalization, so the ads are personalized according to these two things, okay, the age group and the gender, and accordingly, and these are the different categories that it is showing. If you remove the personalization, then it will send you everything which is there. All the ads that are there will be sent to you. Again, in the advanced feature also, uh, it does not help you to remove unwanted searches altogether. So that feature is not provided with Google. Any industrial applications of Google Smart? Google Smart is just a tag name which I have used. Industrial applications of Google, we are talking about Google as such and its different applications. So that is what we discussed. All of these, of course, are industry applications only. Google Trends for your business, Google Alerts if you are searching for some information, latest job reviews or something like that. Google Meet, Google G Suite, uh, your Gmail account, how can you customize it properly, then documents, spreadsheets, Google Drawings, a very important thing. If any one of you are into technical drawings, or if you are working with an organization, or even at the college level where you have to present diagrams, where you have to present flowcharts, and maybe you're working in a team, so you can use Google Drawings. So whatever drawings you do, you can share it with your teammates. All of you all are on the same page. Whatever updates anyone does are visible to everyone. So Google Drawing is again an important feature. So Google Smart is just a tagline that we have used, but in depth it means that we are accessing all the popular features of Google. Yes, so that is what I told you. If you want to search for specific thing, so when you go to Google search, whatever things that you are searching for example, Java courses, use this settings, go to advanced search and filter your results. You do not want searches which are having particular words. You can remove these words. See, under none of these words, so all the words that you don't want, remove them. If you are looking for searches only in a particular region, latest updated information, so select those settings. The reason we do not get the results that we want is because we do not apply the regular settings. All that we do is we just go to Google and we just put the search term. So many a times, if the search term is not proper, it will not give you the results. That is why it is providing you with this flexibility. Do try it at your end. As I said here, I'm just giving you all a brief account of the varied features. At your end, you will have to personally go and go into depth of these things. And the best part about Google is that it gives you help text everywhere. So you will see these help text using which you can smartly play around your searches, and you can ensure that you get what you desire for, and unwanted results can be removed. Even in case of images, I showed you, when you go to images, you have tools where you can filter across the data and you can search. For example, if you're only searching for clip art images or GIF images, so you select that category and you will see only that. Even if you go to video, you can use the tools again to filter out what is unwanted. So to search exactly what you want, Google has provided the tools. It is for us to use them wisely. Yes, any service. See, for right now, for my account, these were the two services which were listed. So it was showing you only two. But if you are using more than those two services, which with which you have connected, for example, Google Docs or maybe Google Meet, multiple services which you have listed using that same account. Because as I said, if you have one Google account, using that account, you can connect to multiple services within Google. Okay, so all the services to which you have connected using your account, they all will be displayed, and you can select any service which you want to delete. It all depends on what all services are listed under your account. Under my account, only two of them were listed. That is why I was seeing only the two of them. But as many as you have, you can delete all of them, whichever you want. That's not an issue. Uh, this information is not under CEO. CEO is again a very different topic. What is CEO? CEO is search engine optimization. That concept is that, suppose if you have designed a website, so in your website, you should put certain words such that whenever anyone is searching for information which is there in your website should appear on the first page. Because what happens is, whenever you are searching for some information on Google, generally we do not go beyond the first page, because whatever we want, we will get it on the first page of Google. Okay, so it is very, very, very rarely that you will actually go to the second page, and for that matter, maybe third or fourth page you will never go to. So, though is showing you results which go into hundreds of pages, we never go beyond the first and second page. So, SEO is that concept where you smartly use the words in your website such that you ensure that your website is appearing in the organic results of Google, maybe on the first or the second page. So, for example, let's say you have your own Java class, okay, and you have designed a website for that. So what kind of words do people use when they are searching for Java courses? So suppose if I say best Java courses or latest Java courses. So you need to put all these keywords into your website. Okay, that this is the best Java course, best class for Java courses, latest Java courses available. Maybe in the review section, you put these terminology. So when Google will search, if your web page has these words mentioned, it is going to fetch your page and populate it. Okay, so that is called as SEO. That topic is different. Here we are talking about from the user's perspective. Okay, as a user, what I want to do, not from the perspective of the maker. What you are asking is from the perspective of the maker. What we are learning is from the perspective of the user who is using this Google application. No, there is no chance of Google losing any of the information. In fact, many people are even scared of using Google Pay, which is a very, very convenient option nowadays. When we go outside, we don't need to carry cash, because seeing the times right now, it's very difficult to have hard cash. So Google Pay again is a very convenient option that we can use. But many people, are scared that if we use Google Pay, our transactions are not safe. There is nothing like that. Google, even when you do a simple Google Pay, Google is not sending your account information to the receiver's device. What is going is another link. So what the user is seeing is a different link. He is not seeing any of your account information. Moreover, even over here, all the accounts that you see, they are very, very personalized. There is no security issue with Google. Google. As I said, once you delete your account permanently, it is deleted from the Google main server. Then there is no way by which you can get back your account. Okay, so it doesn't even keep that data with itself, so that anytime you want, you can recover that data. That data is gone. So that is why you have to delete also judiciously and wisely. So in terms of security, there are no security issues with Google. Google Ads, as such, again, is a concept which will be more probable towards digital marketing. Okay, here, once you have, let's say, a website and you want to do a Google ad, so you can go to Google, you can type Google Ads. Once you have Google Ads, then over there, it will give you a paid result. So in case of that, it is paid per click. Whenever someone is clicking onto your ad, then you have to pay for those clicks, or maybe the number of search words that you are using. So once you go to Google and you just type Google Ads, you will see a section, you will see a link for Google Ads, and over there you can mention what you want to display, what you want to market, how much of cost you want to put for the marketing, and accordingly Google will advise you on the budget, and accordingly it will give you the thing. So the more you pay, the more you market, the more you invest, the more likely your ads are will be appearing right at the top of the page, on the first page. As you saw in the page results, the ads which are paid more will populate first. So whenever, let's say, I am wanting to buy something, you will always see Amazon ads right on top, because they are highly paid ads, and the number of paid clicks are much more, okay, rather than compared to ads from other websites, maybe who have not invested so much into marketing and who are not very popular. So you can go to Google Ads and you can search more about that. Again, over there for Google Ads, you will also have to take into consideration SEO, the search words that you put into your website, so that you ensure that the ads match what is currently searched for, and you can get your. For that, you can also take the help of Google Trends and know what is trending in your particular domain, and accordingly you can put the search terms. If you've added your number, then you should be able to recover your password, because uh, as long as that number is working, or you could also provide an alternate email ID, that is the recovery email or the recovery phone number, and Google will definitely send you a recovery link over there on that alternate number or that alternate email ID, and you should be able to recover it. That is the reason it asks you for these two information. So if you've provided both the number and the email ID, I'm sure it should be able to provide you with the recovery options. To protect your Google account, see, your Google account is protected. It is, there are no security breaches with your Google account. What we need to do is we need to be sure, and we need, because sometimes what happens is, see, when can breaches take place? Let's say I'm working on this laptop, I've currently logged in using a particular Google account. Okay, now I forget to log out. Okay, and I just go away, and maybe the same laptop is used by someone else. So when that person will come, he can go and he can change the password. Okay, and he can hack into your account. So that is a case where the breach has happened. So that neglect was not on the part of Google. That neglect was on part of us, because we did not sign out. Okay, so now in that case, that is the reason you have that privacy checkup, which I discussed in the beginning. So when you do that privacy checkup, in case someone has still hacked into your account, you can come to know if certain events have taken place that you have not done, and you can immediately change your password. Apart from that, also, let's say someone changed your password, you are no longer able to connect through your password, you can go to forgot password. If you have added your recovery email address, you can put that, and you can get the recovery link, and you can change your password again. So Google is keeping your account secure, but because of certain security lapses from our end, there could be a hack, And the best way to keep checking is to do your privacy checkup. And also you can also the section where I showed you, where you can select what should be visible to others. So there also you can select, if you do not want your YouTube history, your web history, your location services to be accessed by others. Because most of the times what happens is, whenever you have any application, so it says that can we access your location, and we just tend to say yes. Okay, so those are the things. Now what happens is, if I, on your mobile phone, if you have connected your Google account on your mobile phone, and you are doing location sharing with another application, so that application is able to hack in, get to know your location, and there are chances of breaching your security. So do not allow applications which are not trusted to access your location. Okay, so in those cases we can be sure that we are not sharing any unwanted information with anyone else. Merging two Gmail accounts of yourself, no, as far as I know, that is not possible if you have different Gmail accounts. But syncing is possible. So sync means that if you have two different Gmail accounts, then on your mobile phone you can sync both of them together. So when you sync, you will receive emails from both of these email accounts under the same Gmail app. So if you have a Gmail app on your mobile, okay, and you have logged in using both your accounts, so in that same application, once you go there, you will receive emails from both the different accounts. So you don't have to do separate logins for separate accounts. Under one application you can receive from multiple accounts. Yes, as I said, Google Forms, Google Drawings, Google Drive, Google Translate, Google Maps, Google Spreadsheets, Google Docs. I was not able to cover all of that. Even I was not able to show you all Google Chrome browser settings. Um, and yeah, quite a couple of them that I due to time restrictions I could not cover. But you can always, YouTube, yes, how to upload your videos on YouTube. So you can explore these on your own, and you can find out more about them. See, it is always advisable to keep deleting cookies at regular intervals. Cookies generally are, for two things. They can be advantageous, or they can be disadvantageous. So, for example, if you go to your Google Chrome browser settings, okay, I'll just share my screen for a minute. So if you have these three dots over here, when you click over here, okay, and there is an option called as settings. So when you go under settings, you will be able to see different settings of your Chrome browser. So here you will also have the cookies option. Uh, I would suggest that you should, keep deleting the cookies. So here you have an app option which says clear your browsing data, clear your cookies, because cookies, sometimes certain servers may have stored your private information in the form of cookies on your device, which you might not be knowing if you have, connected to any malicious web server. So that could have happened, and the next time when you connect back to them, they might be able to read your information, and there could be a security breach. So time and again, even from our mobile phones, even from here, you can keep clearing the data, so that you are sure that nothing untowards happens. Also, another thing is the passwords. Many a times what happens is, when we have different passwords on different sites, what we tend to do is, we tend to select the option of save password, so that next time when you come back to that site, you don't have to enter the password again, because it's difficult to remember so many passwords. So that also you can go over here under autofill, and if you want, you can remove the auto saved passwords. So if you do not want the passwords to be saved, which is not a good idea, you can go there and you can delete. So in that case, if that laptop is being used by someone else, they will not be able to auto log in into any of the accounts where you have saved your passwords. So this settings of your Google browser also you all can explore at length, and you can see the default browser. So every time this particular you open Google Chrome, which should be the default browser, what should be the default page that opens up. So all those settings you can set using this option.
All right. So I guess these are really great questions, and the questions are continuously pouring in. And ma'am,
Okay.
I would just like to ask you one thing: that would you be comfortable taking more questions, or should we wrap up this session? Anything that you say is great.
Uh, we can do it for another 5-7 minutes and then we can wrap up.
Okay, so quickly
Maybe
we'll be
another two,
having
three questions.
yeah. So quickly we'll be having four questions that ma'am will be
Okay.
answering, and then we can wrap up this session. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Is incognito safe? Yes, incognito is safe. Suppose if you do not want whatever you have searched for to appear in your search history, then you can go for incognito. I'll show you all how to do that also. So again, I'm just sharing my screen for a minute. Whenever you have opened your Google browser, you can just right click over there. And when you right click, there is an option called as new incognito window. So in the incognito window, whatever you search for will not appear in your browser search history. So in case at any point of time you want to search for data where you want to search for in a hidden format, then you can definitely use that option. How to sign in from a particular account when multiple accounts are logged in. So let's say over here, again, I'll just show you. I'll have to share my screen. So I'm just signing out of my account as of now. Okay. So when I go to Gmail, when I see this screen, you can select over here. Okay. Sometimes many of them are listed. So over there, the last option would be sign in through a new account. So when you click on that option, you will be able to sign in. Or from here, if you want to create a new account, you can select create account from here also. So it will allow you to create a new account. So that is how you can select sign in to a new account in spite of multiple logins on the same device. No, if you log out from your Google browser, it is going to log out from all the applications because, as I said, Google has now linked all its applications. So your same Google ID password will be linked to all of this. If you log out from one, by default, you log out from all of them. Google Lens is a new feature. It is still coming out into the market. So Google Lens is, for example, let's say you have gone somewhere and you see a signboard in a different language which you're not able to understand. So you open your Google Lens application and you just project it towards that particular sign, and it will translate it automatically. So it will read the image and it will translate it for you. Or let's say you see a different kind of an animal, or you see a different kind of a bird, or if you see a different kind of a plant and you want to get more information about it, but of course you don't know its name for you to search in the Google uh, search application. So then what you do is you go to Google Lens, you take its picture, and using that picture, Google is going to search through its web history, and it is going to fetch you information about that particular thing which you have highlighted. So many a times, if there are things which you do not know what they are, so how do we search? Generally, for you to search something, you will need to type in the correct words. But if you do not know what it is, then you can use Google Lens. You can just take a photograph of that particular item or that particular uh, product, and it can search for you using that image which you have captured on your screen. So that is Google Lens. It is still not full-fledged application. They are still building on it, but yes, it has been launched into the market. It has definitely come into the market. You can explore it. So I think we are done. According to your opinion, what updates should be there in Google for necessary changes? See, Google itself is updating itself time and again. All the devices that you have, the Google smart devices that we have at home. So I guess a number of applications, even if you see Google Maps, we did not explore it, but even in Google Maps, the street view that you have, then wherein the live streaming, you can share your route with someone. So lot of new features, of course. Features like the street view and all those things, the 3D view can be updated because now they are not very accurate. The reason they are not very accurate is because it doesn't have all the data. So once it has the data of each and every street, actual photographs, then of course it will get better at it. So as of now, I think it is good to go, but later on, as times are changing, there might be needs where we need more from Google, and I'm sure Google will be able to provide it to us.
Right. So I guess that brings us to the end of this session. I would again like to thank you, ma'am, for providing us so much knowledge and so much insights about Google. And I'm damn sure
Thank you,
there are a
Josh.
lot of things that have been Google has been doing over the past years, and we have been taking benefits of it. Thank you once again, ma'am. And I would now
Thank you.
request the students to just stay for a while so that I can inform you guys about the certificate. Ma'am, we have wrapped up the session. If you want, we you can leave the session.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jayesh, and thank you, all the students. I had a nice time. I hope you all had a nice time too. Bye. See you. Take care. Stay safe.
Okay. See you. Okay, students. So right now, I would like to inform each and everybody of you that I have seen a lot of questions and comments coming down in the live comment section. That what about the certificate and stuff. So first of all, I would like to tell you two things. That there is a registration link that was passed on before the session was started. So the registration link that the students had to fill. So you must have filled that registration link with the Gmail ID. If you have logged into YouTube and you're watching this session with the same Gmail ID, then you will be provided with a certificate, provided that you will fill a feedback form that my team will be sending in the live section right now. Okay. So first is that. So if any one of you hasn't logged in from the same ID with which you have filled the form, then I'm really sorry that you won't be getting a certificate from our end because this doesn't help. So if you attend our next session, please do take care that you fill the form with the same ID and you watch or you log into YouTube with the same Gmail ID, right? Perfect. So now you can just fill the feedback form that my team will be giving to you. So the feedback form that we have will be available for 15 minutes. You guys can fill the feedback form, and then you will be getting your certificates by tomorrow till 4 p.m. Okay.
So, hey everyone. For the certificate, you have to fill the feedback form that is available for 15 minutes only. So, the form will be closed by 5:35. Before that, please fill the form. And if you have connected with the same Gmail ID from which you are watching this video, you can get the certificate by tomorrow evening by 4 p.m. The feed I have shared one link in the comment section. I am sharing it again. There is a feedback form. Please fill that feedback form. The feedback form is completely working. Karthik, it's working. So the feedback form is available only by 5:35 p.m. today. That is like 15 minutes. Post that the feedback form, we won't be accepting any feedbacks. So please, if you want to avail the certificate, fill it by 5:35. That's all for now. We will be back again with another session on Thursday. See you then.